I've scoured the internet for you guys and combed through 266 studies related to acetyl L-carnitine and fish oil, so you guys don't have to. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be discussing what many consider to be the holy grail of supplement stacks. But before I start, if you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. Now onto the topic at hand. Many people consider the combination of fish oil and acetyl L-carnitine to be the holy grail of supplement stacks when it comes to fat loss and also energy. So those are going to be the two supplements that I'm going to be getting into today. And the way this video is going to work, I'm going to break it down first by discussing nutrition. Then I will get into some of the purported benefits when it comes to weight loss, body fat percentage, lean mass, blood pressure, blood glucose levels, testosterone production, a whole bunch of other things. And then I will also get into Charles Poliquin's prescription for how much he says you should take of each. I will then get into my personal experience using that protocol, and then I will get into some client results that I have seen personally. If there is a particular topic that you would like to skip ahead to and you don't want to watch the entire video, I will be including timestamps in the description. So if you don't want to watch the entire video, you can look in the description, go to the timestamps, and skip ahead to the topic that you want to watch. Before I actually get into any of the results of the studies, first I want to just do a quick note on nutrition. Now, a lot of people want to just go for the easy route, and they think that by taking supplements that they're going to be able to get these rapid results without having to do any real work. And the truth is, supplements are a supplement to your diet. You cannot just take supplements and expect miraculous results. In order to achieve results, you need to have a good exercise program, you need to have a good diet, and there are a couple other things in place, but those are two key things that you need in place in order to get results. If you are just taking supplements and you have poor diet, poor exercise program, you're not going to see results. It doesn't matter how great the supplements are. So when it comes to nutrition, you need to make sure that your nutrition is on point, because these supplements will only enhance the results of your training program and your nutrition. They will not replace your training program or your nutrition. Now, when it comes to these studies, I've scoured the internet for you guys and combed through 266 studies related to acetyl L-carnitine and fish oil, so you guys don't have to. And I'm not going to go too much into detail over what all the different studies said, because if I were to do that, this video would be 4 hours long. So I'm going to cover different topics, and for each topic, I'm just going to bullet point it really quick. I'm just going to explain what exactly the studies have shown. That way this video doesn't take too long. And if you do want more information, then I could provide you with some links to the studies. All you got to do is just reach out to me on Instagram at TeamEuphoric, or message me or leave a comment in the comment section. Now, the first thing I'm going to cover is weight and body fat percentage. When it comes to weight and body fat percentage, the results from carnitine show that there is a decrease in body fat percentage. However, it is only shown in elderly people, and it also does increase your lean mass in elderly people, but there's no significant change when it comes to healthy people or people that are of normal weight. The results are only for elderly populations, at least in the studies that I've read. There could be other studies that show that there are benefits when it comes to decreasing your body fat percentage and increasing your lean mass in healthy individuals and younger populations. But as far as the research that I've looked into, all of the studies that show the benefits show that you can get a decrease in body fat percentage and increase in lean mass in elderly populations. When it comes to fish oil, there has been no significant changes in decreasing your body fat percentage or increasing your lean mass, but fish oil has been shown to increase fat oxidation, which is the percentage of fat taken from the fat tissue. And another thing that has been shown with regard to taking fish oil is going to be the decrease of non-alcoholic fatty liver in children. Now, this is children who had non-alcoholic fatty liver. Now, on to the next topic is going to be blood pressure. With regard to blood pressure, both carnitine and fish oil have been shown to decrease blood pressure. With regard to fish oil has been shown to decrease blood pressure only in people with elevated blood pressure. It has not been shown to decrease blood pressure in people with normal blood pressure levels. So if you do have normal blood pressure levels, it's likely not going to create any type of real change. But if you have elevated levels of blood pressure, then you can take fish oil and acetyl L-carnitine and expect to see your blood pressure drop. At least that's what the research suggests. One quick thing, I just want to say that don't take any of these supplements or any of the doses just because I say that it's working in these studies. Yes, these studies have shown improvements. However, everybody's going to be different. So before you start taking any supplements, get a full blood panel analysis first. That way you know what exactly is going on internally with your body, and if it's appropriate, then you can incorporate them into your supplement protocol. But that's it for the whole disclaimer. I'm going to move on to the next topic, which is going to be blood glucose. One of the huge purported benefits is with regard to blood glucose. Most people claim that if you consume fish oil and acetyl L-carnitine, your blood glucose levels will drop. And the truth is, with acetyl L-carnitine, the research does suggest that by taking acetyl L-carnitine, your blood glucose levels will drop. However, with regard to fish oil, the research on fish oil and blood glucose is very, very limited, and current data suggests that there is no real change with regard to blood glucose levels if you are taking fish oil. So if you do have elevated levels of blood glucose and you want to get it down, acetyl L-carnitine may be beneficial for you to take. However, there's not going to be any real benefit with regard to taking fish oil on lowering your blood glucose levels. It's possible, but the research just currently does not show that it is going to be beneficial. Next is going to be insulin sensitivity. Since we just covered blood glucose, it makes sense. Let's go right into insulin sensitivity. This is another purported benefit with regard to combining acetyl L-carnitine with fish oil, that if you combine those two together, you will improve your insulin sensitivity. And if you improve your insulin sensitivity, then it will help with your fat loss. Well, the results of taking acetyl L-carnitine and fish oil on insulin sensitivity is pretty much the same as the blood glucose results. Basically, acetyl L-carnitine has been shown to improve your insulin sensitivity. However, fish oil has not been shown to make any real change in terms of improving your insulin sensitivity. So if you do have an issue with insulin resistance, then taking acetyl L-carnitine could be beneficial for you. One of the things worth noting with regard to acetyl L-carnitine and improving insulin sensitivity, the improvement in insulin sensitivity by taking acetyl L-carnitine is going to also come from a combination of calorie restriction and incorporating acetyl L-carnitine. If you just take acetyl L-carnitine on its own and you don't restrict your calories, then insulin sensitivity will not improve, or at least that's what the current data suggests. The current research shows that if you incorporate acetyl L-carnitine but you don't also incorporate calorie restriction, then you're not going to notice an improvement in insulin sensitivity. And another thing with regard to these studies, the studies that showed an improvement in insulin sensitivity, one of the studies, they were given 2 grams of acetyl L-carnitine over the course of 10 days. That showed that there was an improvement in insulin sensitivity. The other study showed that over the course of 24 weeks, it was 1 gram taken twice a day, and by taking it twice a day for 24 weeks, that showed to improve insulin sensitivity in diabetics. Now, this was diabetics with type 2 diabetes, not type 1. Type 1 is insulin dependent, that's the one you're born with. Type 2 is the one you acquire through poor lifestyle, poor diet. So if you do have type 2 diabetes and your insulin levels, you want to improve your insulin sensitivity, then acetyl L-carnitine taken at 2 grams a day could be a viable option for you if you want to improve your insulin sensitivity and improve your issues when it comes to diabetes, particularly type 2 diabetes. Type 1, not really going to make a difference in it. Next, I want to get into blood flow. When it comes to blood flow, acetyl L-carnitine has been shown to increase blood flow, and this is likely due to the increased levels of nitrate in the bloodstream. However, when it comes to fish oil, there haven't been any real significant changes with regard to your blood flow. That just doesn't suggest that it's going to improve blood flow at all. There is a little bit of counter evidence that suggests that incorporating fish oil into your supplement protocol may improve your blood flow. However, most of the data indicates that there's not going to be any real change with regard to blood flow if you incorporate fish oil. So if you do have issues with poor blood flow, acetyl L-carnitine may be a viable option. However, fish oil, most of the data suggests that it's not really going to help. The next topic I want to get into is cognition and the effects of acetyl L-carnitine and fish oil on cognition. When it comes to acetyl L-carnitine has been shown to improve general cognition capacity when it comes to elderly populations and sick people. However, the results only show improvement when it comes to elderly and sick populations. When it comes to healthy individuals and younger populations, the current data does not suggest that there is an improvement in cognitive ability when it comes to incorporating acetyl L-carnitine. When it comes to fish oil, high-dose DHA, particularly 900 milligrams of DHA, shows to decrease cognitive decline in the elderly. However, as with the acetyl L-carnitine, that is just in elderly populations, and if you are a healthy person or if you don't have cognitive decline, there isn't any real benefit to taking fish oil. One of the other results when it comes to fish oil and cognition is it increases your processing accuracy, particularly in healthy adults not taking fish oil. Now, if you're already taking fish oil, taking more isn't really going to help. But if you are a healthy adult and you are currently not taking fish oil, by taking fish oil, it could improve your processing accuracy. A couple of other things that I want to hit on when it comes to cognition is the cognition of offspring. So if you are a woman who is about to give birth, currently the data does not suggest that incorporating fish oil into your diet is going to improve the cognition of your offspring or your child. A lot of people, that was the assumption that by adding things like acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil, if you are pregnant, then that would transfer over to the child and it would improve their cognition. However, the current data does not suggest that incorporating fish oil into your diet is going to transfer to the cognition of the offspring. So if you are pregnant, then incorporating fish oil for yourself, it may be beneficial, but for the child, it's not really going to improve their cognition at all. And this is also true with regard to Alzheimer's. A lot of people have postulated that by incorporating fish oil, it will improve symptoms of Alzheimer's. However, the current data suggests that there is no real evidence that DHA fish oil will improve symptoms of Alzheimer's. So if you do have a relative with Alzheimer's, or if you are in the early stages of Alzheimer's yourself and you're thinking of taking fish oil or acetyl-L-carnitine, the current data just does not support that it is going to be beneficial and that it is going to improve your cognition. Next, I want to get into testosterone levels. When it comes to testosterone, one of the huge purported benefits is that by taking acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil together, that you can boost your testosterone levels, which would help you to burn fat and increase muscle mass. However, all of the current data suggests that if you take acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil, it's not really going to make any real alterations in your serum testosterone levels. This is true for both acetyl-L-carnitine and for fish oil. So if you're thinking of taking acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil to help boost your testosterone levels, if your testosterone levels are deficient, don't waste your money on it, because the current data does not show that your serum testosterone levels will increase if you take acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil together. Next, I want to get into erections. This is going to be for the men in my audience. When it comes to erections, this one over here is similar to the blood flow findings, where acetyl-L-carnitine has been shown to be beneficial. However, fish oil hasn't really been shown to show any improvements when it comes to erectile dysfunction. When it comes to acetyl-L-carnitine, some studies have shown that by incorporating acetyl-L-carnitine, if you do have issues with erection, particularly if your erection is due to poor blood flow, then incorporating acetyl-L-carnitine can improve the quality of your erections. And one of the doses that was given in one of these studies was 3 grams daily, and by incorporating 3 grams daily, not only did it improve erections, but it also increased your sperm quality. Now, with regard to fish oil has not shown any benefit with regard to erections and improving erectile dysfunction. So if you are suffering from erectile dysfunction and you're thinking of taking acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil to help improve that, there have been some benefits from taking acetyl-L-carnitine. However, fish oil, there haven't been any benefits that have been shown in the literature so far. So acetyl-L-carnitine may be a viable option. However, it wouldn't really make sense to take fish oil, as there are no studies showing any of the purported benefits that some people have claimed. Next, I want to get into cholesterol. Cholesterol, this is another one where a lot of people have been told that incorporating fish oil and acetyl-L-carnitine will improve your cholesterol levels. So is that true? Well, when it comes to acetyl-L-carnitine, no, the current data does not suggest that there's going to be any improvement in your cholesterol levels. It's not going to improve your total cholesterol, it's not going to improve your HDL cholesterol, and it's not going to improve your LDL cholesterol. At least that's not what the current data suggests. It is possible that it can improve it, but all of the current data does not show that it will improve any of those markers. Now, when it comes to fish oil actually does show improvement in your cholesterol levels. When it comes to total cholesterol, there is a decrease in total cholesterol noted. It's not a significant decrease, but it is a decrease. So if you do have elevated levels of total cholesterol, incorporating some fish oil may help to decrease your cholesterol levels. Again, though, it is a minor change. It's not going to be a drastic change. So if you have really, really high levels of total cholesterol, you're going to have to do a lot of things with regard to your diet, inflammation, lifestyle, all that type of stuff. You can't just take fish oil and expect your cholesterol levels to be at normal levels. When it comes to your HDL or your good cholesterol levels, the results on this one are a little bit more mixed. Some studies have shown that by incorporating fish oil into your diet, that you can improve your HDL cholesterol and get your levels of HDL cholesterol to go up a little bit. However, this is for unhealthy populations. In healthy populations with good HDL cholesterol levels, there aren't real benefits to taking fish oil. So if you are unhealthy and your HDL levels are low, some research does suggest that by incorporating fish oil into your supplement protocol, you may be able to elevate your HDL cholesterol, which is your good cholesterol. When it comes to LDL cholesterol and VLDL cholesterol, the same is true. The results are a little bit more mixed. However, based off of the data that I've read, there has been shown to be a decrease in your LDL and VLDL cholesterol. So if you are unhealthy and you do have high levels of LDL and high levels of VLDL, which are your bad cholesterol, then taking a fish oil supplement may help to lower your LDL levels and your VLDL levels. Next, I'd like to discuss the combination of acetyl-L-carnitine and fish oil with regard to your triglyceride levels. When it comes to triglycerides, acetyl-L-carnitine has not really been shown to be effective at managing your triglyceride levels. However, fish oil has been shown to be beneficial for people with high levels of triglycerides. When it comes to triglycerides and incorporating fish oil, some studies have shown anywhere from a 15 to 30% decrease in your triglyceride levels, and this is both for EPA and DHA. Both EPA and DHA have been shown to decrease triglycerides by 15 to 30% based off of a few of the studies that I've read. So if you do have issues with high levels of your triglycerides, then consuming either an EPA or DHA fish oil or a fish oil that has both of them together may be beneficial for you to help lowering your triglyceride levels. However, acetyl-L-carnitine has not been shown to be effective at lowering it. So if you do have high levels of triglycerides, acetyl-L-carnitine isn't going to be worth the money that you're going to spend on it because you're not going to get the results based off of the studies that I've read. Next, I want to get into how these supplements can possibly improve your levels of fatigue. When it comes to fatigue, acetyl-L-carnitine has been shown to decrease fatigue in elderly populations, particularly with low muscular endurance. If you are an older person with low muscular endurance, taking acetyl-L-carnitine can help to improve your fatigue levels. Now, when it comes to fatigue levels, another thing that has been shown to be beneficial is people with chronic fatigue syndrome. If you have chronic fatigue syndrome, the current data suggests that incorporating acetyl-L-carnitine into your supplement protocol may be beneficial and may help with your chronic fatigue syndrome. However, that is just the case for acetyl-L-carnitine. When it comes to fish oil, there does not appear to be any real benefit in taking fish oil at helping to improve fatigue levels or helping to decrease symptoms when it comes to chronic fatigue syndrome. That's pretty much it for all of the scientific data. Now I want to get into Charles Poliquin and the protocol that he recommends for taking acetyl-L-carnitine in fish oil. The protocol that he recommends is for every 1% body fat that you have, you should take 1 to 1.5 grams of fish oil, and whatever that dose is, you want to take 1/3 of that of acetyl-L-carnitine. So hypothetically, let's say you are 30% body fat. If you are 30% body fat, that means that according to Charles Poliquin, you should be taking anywhere from 30 to 45 grams of fish oil throughout the day. And if you're taking 30 to 45, that means that you are going to be taking anywhere from 10 to 15 grams of acetyl-L-carnitine. That is the protocol that was suggested to me by Charles Poliquin over a decade ago when I first started being educated by him. And that is something that I had used with myself and with my clients in the past. One of the things that I want to note with this is if you are taking fish oil and acetyl-L-carnitine together, he particularly spoke about this protocol for people who are trying to lose fat, increase lean mass, and also improve insulin sensitivity. We already covered all three of those. Now, when it comes to decreasing your body fat percentage and increasing lean mass, one of the things with regard to fish oil is a fat. So let's say you are 30% body fat and you are taking 30 grams of fish oil. That's 30 grams of fat that you are consuming. That 30 grams of fat is going to be roughly 270 calories. So if you are consuming fish oil in hopes of losing your body fat or decreasing your body fat percentage, you have to take that into account. You have to remove those calories from your diet. If you consume a caloric deficit of 250 calories and then you add fish oil on top of that, you add 30 grams of fish oil on top of that, you are no longer in a caloric deficit. You're actually in a surplus of 20 calories. So if you are going to take fish oil in hopes of decreasing your body fat, you have to take into account the calories that are coming from the fish oil. Because if you just take fish oil and you don't adjust your calories, you will gain weight from that. You will not lose weight. That's the most important thing that I can mention to you right now. Now, with regard to my own experience with this protocol, me personally, I have done this, the 1 to 1.5 grams of fish oil per pound of body weight. I've done it on myself and I've done it with clients, and I've seen some pretty good results with this. I remember 10 years ago, actually no, this was 7 years ago, this was 2003, I had a client, she was morbidly obese, she was in the 40% range, and over the course of 6 weeks, we managed to get her body fat down 12%. Now, her body fat went down 12%. She did take the fish oil and the acetyl L-carnitine together, but was it the combination of those two supplements? Was it the nutrition that she was doing? Was it the exercise? Was it a combination of anything? There's no way of knowing for sure. The only way to know if it was the supplement stack would be to remove the exercise, remove the diet, take the supplements, and see what it does on its own. However, with her, we did everything together. I put her on a good supplement protocol, I gave her a good exercise program, we were training 3 times a week, and I wrote her a good nutrition plan. So there's no guarantee that the reason she lost 12% over the course of the first 6 weeks of her program was due to the acetyl L-carnitine and fish oil. It could have sped up the results. Possibly not. There's no way of knowing. This was 7 years ago, so it's not like I could go back in time and change it up and just isolate every single variable to see which variable was the most responsible for her results. However, I have noticed good results from clients even recently. But again, I don't know if it was from the exercise, I don't know if it was from the nutrition, I don't know if it was the supplements, or it was a combination of everything. Likely, it was a combination of everything. I don't know how much those 2 particular supplements did improve their fat loss results and energy production. I just know that when I've done it for myself, I do notice that by taking particularly acetyl L-carnitine, I do feel more mental clarity and I do feel more energetic. Same thing with the fish oil. I noticed that by taking the fish oil, I am a little bit more energetic and I do have a little bit more mental clarity. I also noticed that in the past when I was taking it, it did help to improve my joints. So if you do have issues with joints or mental clarity or energy production, give it a try. You can see if it works for you. Again, though, you shouldn't just rely on supplements. You need to have proper nutrition. You need to have a proper exercise program. You need to have good lifestyle modifications in place. Once you've done all that, then add in the supplements. But don't take the supplements thinking it's going to be some miracle that you could just take the supplements and you're going to get these miraculous results. It just doesn't work like that. That's unrealistic. If you could take a supplement, get miraculous results, then every single gym would be out of business because no one would work out. Everyone would just take supplements. But gyms are popping up all over the place, which shows that there is no magic cure because you do have to go to the gym. Or if you're not going to go to the gym, you have to get some type of exercise in. You need to be in a caloric deficit if you want to lose weight. You can't just take supplements. But that pretty much covers it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.